Hey there, hope that you can hear me okay. So what I'll do is I'm gonna start back at the home page here. So this is how the vehicle would always start up. First off is your media controls, where you would find your FM, AM, Sirius XM, which is free for the first 3 months here in Canada. And then your Bluetooth audio. Also got sounds of nature in here. You can turn this on when you're having a long day at work. Or after work, I should say. Next over is your phone. I won't click into here, but that would be all your contacts if you want to make any calls, previous calls, all that kind of stuff. Phone projection will be if you have your phone plugged in right here, or for Apple CarPlay, you could just press right there and you have that all set up. Next over is valet mode. That just gets rid of all of previous destinations, call history, basically a privacy mode for the vehicle. Next over is vehicle diagnostics. Don't really need to go into here. It's set up through the blue link for technicians to really see as well, to see if there's anything wrong with the vehicle. Service maintenance just provides you with oil changes, coolant flushes, when the recommended service should be due, and you would get a notification that pops up here as well. And then next over, online owner's manual. Scan the QR code. Of course, you should have the hard copies right here as well. So that's all the functions here, apart from the last one, which is setup. This is the big one. So right here, going into the first one, driver's assistance, you can click into the driver safety tab and just make sure all your safety settings are on here, or if you want to turn them off, you can do that as well. Drive mode, my drive mode select right here. You can have the powertrain and whatever you like, and steering in normal or sport. This is just controlled from right down here. If I were to press this, you'll see this change right here, and you have sport, my drive, and normal. My drive again is the customized setting that you find right here. Next over is your climate control, recirculation of air. That's just to prevent the scent entering inside when you spray your washer fluid. Automatic ventilation can be set up from right here. Essentially, you would set a time for it to automatically dehumidify the vehicle. Essentially, you would set this up maybe before you go to work. If it's 6 a.m., I would do it for 5:30 a.m. It just gets rid of all that old air in the vehicle when you get into it in the morning. Defog settings, leave this on here. That's auto defog. And climate features, leave this on as well. That just prevents the mold growth from entering inside your air conditioner. Lights, if you only press on the turn signal, you'll see here that it only blinks 3 times. You can have it changed to 5 or 7. Welcome light is just a little light that displays down from the door handle here. And you have your high beam assist along with headlight delay as well. Next over is your doors, automatic lock and unlock. You can do this on shift or when you hit around 10 kilometers an hour, whatever you prefer when your doors lock. And unlocking, I usually like to do as soon as the car gets put into park, but you can also do it when you turn the vehicle off. The press twice to unlock is the feature just from the key. If you turn that on, 1 click would only open the driver's side, 2 clicks would open all the doors, or you could just have it for 1 click doing all. Next over here, power lift gate, leave that on of course, and I would leave it in the fast setting. It's pretty slow in normal mode. And then you have your opening height for the trunk as well. You can adjust this to whatever you like in case you're parking the car indoors. And then smart lift gate, I usually like to leave this off. You stand behind the car for 3 to 5 seconds, it automatically opens up the trunk, which is sometimes annoying when you're just hanging out behind the car because it'll open up the trunk automatically. And then next up is just the digital keys, which I'll set up for you right after here. Then you have all these different menus and setup as well, your different sound settings. You can play through those. That's just a tone, bass, all that stuff. And all the guidance control is just how loud you want it to be. Next over, user profile device connections just for phone. For screen layout here, you can choose between modern, classic for the gauges right here. So this was simple. This is classic here. And you can change up the style as well if you like that style B there. That's style A. Screensaver only can have the clock here, which you can leave on. And then buttons right here. So you have 3 buttons in this vehicle, all custom preset buttons. So the star is right here that you can see at the top there. And then you have your mode and start button on the steering wheel. Essentially what this is you can go through and select whichever one you like. Say for the audio start button, which is this one, I want to do radio. If I press this here, it takes me straight to the radio setting. Very convenient. I like how Hyundai builds that in there. So that's your button controls. You can go through, change all 3 if you like. And then lastly, just your cluster. All your brightness controls, cluster theme that we went over, that's just for right here. The AC controls, I'm sure you're already familiar with. Heated seats, heated steering wheel, AC, your fan speed, and dual zone temperature. Meaning if I press this, it syncs up the temperature so that they change together. Right here, we find a wireless charging pad for our phones, 2 cup holders, your different drive modes. You can press onto terrain and then select through snow, mud, or sand. And then you have your auto hold function. Essentially, you're at a red light. At a full stop, you can take your foot off the brake and the vehicle is held. Give that a try. Very nice feature to have in traffic. This one, just on off for your engine when you come to a complete stop. I like to leave this off. Gets quite annoying, the engine just turning on and off. And then you have your downhill brake control right here. Reverse camera as well. That's it for the center console here. As far as the steering wheel goes and behind, you have your automatic headlights. Don't ever really need to change these here. For high beams, just push away there. Windshield wiper controls, rear wiper controlled from right here. You can see it going in the back. Mode and start button, again, presets from right here. This is for voice commands, and this is to pick up a phone call. I usually like to set this one to reject phone calls, just makes it nice and easy. Volume control, switching through the songs. This button here, this and this, is for your adaptive cruise control. Essentially what that is you put on your cruise control right here, but just like a normal vehicle, set your speed, and then using this button, we can control the distance from the vehicle in front of us. Very handy on the highway. This button right here controls your middle, power distribution, and you also have tire pressure in there. Lots of other stuff like fuel economy, liters per 100. I like to leave it in this mode. Just shows you pedestrians, cyclists, other vehicles. Just a nice safety feature to have on right here. And this right here is our speed limit. Next over, lane keep assist. If I press this button, pops up a little steering wheel right there. Notice how it's gray right now. It is not activated. When you're driving along and it turns green, you could essentially take your hands off the steering wheel. The car will not let you out of its lane. Very, very nice feature. Give that a try on a little windy road. It feels sensational. Almost like a self-driving car. Pretty cool stuff. Next over, just the buttons right here. This is our brightness control. This is our automatic handbrake. And then for power liftgate as well, traction control. Don't really need to worry about the traction control ever. And rest of the vehicle, pretty basic. Window controls, the mirrors on the side. Power sunroof is controlled from right above here. And yeah, that is basically it with the vehicle. I know I went through it pretty quickly, so if you have any questions, just give me a call or text, whatever you prefer here. Thank you. I hope that you're enjoying your new Tucson. Bye-bye.